This is TV18 and you're watching CNBC TV18.
Organized by Messe Dusseldorf. Media partner CNBC TV18.
Focus, ideate, innovate, enable.
India Essen Welding and Cutting, the leading industry event in South Asia for joining, cutting and surfacing, came back with its 6th edition in Mumbai this year. The year 2014 drew over 10,000 decision makers from across the world. The fair was founded in 1993 and is now a biennial event. Partnered by Messe Essen and Messe Dusseldorf India and supported by German Welding Society and Indian Welding Society, the event was a 3-day vibrant affair.
The role of India Essen Welding and Cutting Fair is to be the biggest and most important show in the field of welding, cutting and surfacing technology for India.
We started in 2003 to think to give the welding and cutting industry a buzz with this show. That's why Messe Düsseldorf thought with whom to organize this show in India, and we chose the world leading show, Essen Welding and Cutting. So that's the world leading show happening in Germany in the city of Essen. And we came then together in 2003, the first time we did it in Hyderabad. If you compare from 2003 to now, we have a growth rate of about 250%.
Things have started moving positively. Make in India campaign, which has been launched by our Prime Minister, is actually taking off, where we have seen a lot of investments. Projects have been announced. Now when these projects are announced, actually they have a cascading effect, and then the allied industries, they start growing. Now in the context of that, this exhibition becomes very, very important, because here in Essen, India show, which is the biggest in welding field, is actually a platform to showcase the latest technologies.
This fair has helped us to bring in the best of the technologies from various parts of the globe and try to see how this can be indigenized, adapted into the Indian scenario.
With the backdrop of upbeat economic developments, the year 2014 offers an optimum setting to explore one of the most dynamic growth markets in the world.
I'm very pleased to see you here in Bombay Exhibition Center, and I'm extending a warm welcome to you on the occasion of the India Essen Welding and Cutting 2014. Ladies and gentlemen, for the 6th time already we have our hosts in India with our sectoral trade fair for the joining and cutting technology industry. And there's a good reason. India is an interesting and important market for the sector. The economy is booming and investments worth billions in living space, infrastructure and industrial installations are again imminent in the next future. India Essen Welding and Cutting is showing what the international joining and cutting technology industry can achieve in service providers from all over the world together with Indian investors and decision takers.
The growing number of contacts between businessmen and women of our two countries has allowed bilateral trade and investment to increase considerably, and Germany has not for nothing become India's principal trading partner in the EU.
I would like to take this opportunity to express my sincere gratitude also to our partners here in situ and in Germany for the organization and implementation of the fair and the IWS 2K14 Congress. Let us all, visitors, exhibitors, organizers and sponsors, spend 3 successful and informative days together here in Mumbai.
I wish all success for this to continue, and we have gone through the 6th exhibition now, and I'm sure that this will move from strength to strength.
India is a very emerging market, and we have a very doing this show here together. This show is growing and growing. This is a good positive sign for all of us. Shows us that we are on the right track.
The biggest advantage of having the fair and the international seminar in the same venue is that the delegates get the advantage of not only going through the papers and the presentation, but also see for themselves the various technologies which are showcased here for materials, consumables as well as equipments. And this will help them to choose the right type of technology for their products and their development works.
One of the fastest expanding economies in the world, India remains a highly attractive market for joining, cutting and surfacing technology suppliers.